blink, and you might miss the exact second everything changes forever. These cameras captured moments that almost nobody expected to see. Did you notice the warning signs? What happens when an earthquake strikes in the middle of a crowded airport? These travelers had only seconds to find a way to safety.
Observen después del terremoto. Observen cómo quedó todo. Señores, grave la situación que estamos viviendo acá.
That is not the natural color of the seawater. It is a sign that the flood is carrying everything in its path as it rushes inland. The ground began shaking. People stepped out of their vehicles, and the crowd scattered in panic. Just seconds later, the entire building collapsed onto the street. I'm really curious. Where are you? What's the weather like? And how's your day going?
Oh my God, you guys! Oh my God!
Standing in that neighborhood, you would have seen the water rising minute by minute and understood why cars could be swept away so quickly. Landslides do not only happen after heavy rain. Once cracks exceed the slope's structural limits, an entire hillside can still collapse in completely dry weather. After a storm, the greatest danger is often not visible on the road's surface, but hidden beneath the asphalt, where damage can be almost impossible to detect with the naked eye. Just as the race reached its highest speed, an unexpected guest suddenly appeared on the track. Luck was clearly on his side that day. A collision at the pedestrian crossing left both the scooter rider and the driver reacting purely on instinct. Everything happened in the blink of an eye. Few people realize that after major wildfires, the risk of flash floods and landslides often rises sharply when the first seasonal rains arrive. Within seconds of the tremor beginning, the wall collapsed and a cloud of dust filled the air. The vehicle in San Pedro La Laguna, Sololá, escaped disaster by a fraction of a second. Look closely, and you will notice that the elephant gave a warning signal before everything spiraled out of control.
Wastes no time throwing in a line.
Experts advise against confronting a bear directly because its behavior can be extremely unpredictable at close range. Shockwaves from large explosions can cause a sudden drop in air pressure, making water vapor condense into a white cloud. Ooh. can do it. He only intended to follow that road, but the decision quickly became the biggest regret of the entire trip.
Whoa!
Oh my God.
I'll move out of the way.
This phenomenon is known as a circumzenithal arc. It forms when sunlight is refracted through ice crystals in high-altitude clouds. Where are you? What are you watching on? And have you ever seen weather like this before? Nature does not send a warning. It simply begins to move, and everything in its path is immediately swept away. The cars were only a tiny demonstration of the power that the flood unleashed that day. Even without flowing lava, the ash and volcanic rock eruptions from Mount Tucono were dangerous enough to force visitors to leave the area immediately. Few people realize that twin-engine commercial aircraft such as the Boeing 777 are designed to continue flying and land safely, even if one engine stops working. The rescue became a desperate race against time. Just seconds after the pilot was moved to safety, the train slammed directly into the aircraft, sending debris flying in every direction. From a position near the front of the ferry, you can understand how powerful waves can turn an ordinary journey into a dangerous experience. Sometimes survival is decided by a single well-timed reaction. Everyone held their breath as the teenager moved dangerously close to the approaching train. The target area appeared completely ordinary, but seconds later, the directional explosion transformed everything before the spectators' eyes. Bringing down 6 buildings simultaneously in approximately 20 seconds requires the detonation system to be synchronized with extreme precision. How can a layer of snow that appears harmless generate such terrifying power? In the complete darkness of the deep sea, sometimes the most terrifying thing is not a creature's size, but the way it has evolved. These creatures, measuring only a few centimeters long, can live for years hidden inside coral formations, revealing nothing but their brightly colored crowns. This is the moment one of the world's most mysterious spiders puts on a completely new coat. Staying calm and moving slowly can save your life during an unexpected gorilla encounter.
No. No.
This moment may look like an unprovoked attack. In reality, the goose was simply doing what its instincts demanded, protecting its territory during the breeding season.
Look at that lady, look at that lady. He's trying to block her.
This was probably one of the luckiest escapes imaginable. Despite everything that happened, no one was injured. I'm curious, does that moment deserve a perfect score in your opinion?
New tree.
Vehicles carrying heavy materials require much more space to respond to emergencies, which is why following too closely behind them is always risky. Beneath ground that appears completely solid, groundwater can quietly create hidden cavities that are impossible to detect with the naked eye. A single slip sent the player sliding straight toward the concrete edge. At the critical moment, a hand reached out in time to protect his head from a dangerous impact. Each rotation pulled the helicopter lower. In the treacherous mountain terrain, the pilot's skill kept disaster at a razor-thin distance. Everything happened too quickly, but the train operator's decisive reaction gave the passengers a chance to protect themselves before the collision.
I think so. We landed on Momentshub.
On the road, danger does not always come from speed. It often appears when two people both believe they still have enough time. Understanding how to use it correctly is always the most important layer of protection. Everything had been carefully prepared for the dam demolition, but when the concrete structure collapsed, the water instantly transformed into a spectacular sight.
我外面那个都没找过，现在我到都可惜了。
If you had the choice, would you still live in a place with that kind of weather? Immediately after the first impact, the water kept pouring in with enough force to sweep away furniture and knock everyone inside off balance.
Watch these walls. Oh my God, bro. What?
A parked car can accidentally become the perfect place to rest. Sometimes nature creates comedy without any staging at all. Each arm of a feather star is covered with thousands of tube feet and tiny hair-like structures. This design helps trap extremely small food particles drifting through ocean currents. A major earthquake is rarely the final event. Aftershocks can continue for days, placing further stress on structures that have already been weakened. A single unstable point can trigger the movement of an enormous mass of earth and rock.
我操！ When meltwater seeps into cracks and freezes again, the internal pressure gradually increases until the entire mass of ice can no longer hold together. A combination of reflexes, luck, and just a few inches of difference that no one could have predicted. Drivers always keep their distance from trucks while cornering because heavy loads and momentum can make any incident far more serious. Holy!
The greatest challenge is always the unpredictable power of the ocean. Collisions on rivers are not always caused by high speed. Limited maneuvering space and constantly changing currents are also major challenges. Highways can feel safe because everything moves in a fixed direction, but a single second of lost balance is enough to break that stability. Mountain roads always come with challenges of their own. Instead of building upward, engineers must calculate how to bring it down safely. It took decades to build, but only a few seconds for Norfolk Court to disappear completely from the Glasgow skyline. Sometimes nature does not destroy everything in an instant. It simply returns with wave after A heavy rainstorm may end within a few hours, but the damage it leaves behind depends on how people build and adapt to nature. As natural habitats shrink, the boundary between wildlife and humans becomes increasingly blurred. Unexpected encounters are becoming more common. Wild animals are not photo props. A safe distance is always the line between a memorable experience and a dangerous situation. A skilled driver is defined not only by speed, but also by the ability to recognize the limit before it is too late. A fraction of a second created the difference between an ordinary moment and a disaster. That is why concentration and the ability to handle unexpected situations are always important on every road. Are they witnessing something extraordinary or a sign of human activity?
What is that?
The sky looked as though it had been painted with shimmering layers of color, creating a strange shape that stood out among the passing clouds.
It's not moving.
Fireflies do not glow for decoration. Their light is an important signal during mating season.
Dragi moji, ovo vam je jedna od blagodati koje naša lijepa Bosna i Hercegovina ima, to je voda. I ovo je Bosna i Hercegovina, to je predviđaš.
The mother, her child, and the bear were only a few meters apart. Fortunately, the mother's quick reaction prevented the situation from becoming even more dangerous. What surprises many people is that an airplane cannot easily be brought down by a lightning strike. Aircraft are designed to withstand direct hits. I'm wondering, have you ever seen nature change in just a few seconds? Wind turbines are designed to withstand lightning strikes, but extremely powerful bolts can still damage the blades and cause fires while they are operating. Everyone was simply trying to stay out of the rain, but the real danger suddenly came crashing down from the rooftop. Sometimes, the distance between good fortune and disaster is only a single step. While carrying out their duty to protect others, the police officers suddenly became the ones running to save themselves.
Hey, we got another one crashed over here! We got another one crashed!
After seeing the car swallowed up, many people feared the worst. Fortunately, all 4 people inside were safely rescued.
路牙扔掉下去了，这个晴天了，这路啊怎么有个坑哎？
Walking away.
I'll see the new Ghostbusters.
No.
You are witnessing one of the rarest phenomena associated with thunderstorms.
I'll pray for them.
Oh no, we're gonna laugh at you.
A brilliant rainbow on one side and repeated flashes of lightning on the other. 2 completely opposite sights appearing in the same moment. The sky erupted in fury behind one of New York's most iconic landmarks.
¡Con serpientes! ¡Saca el cobertizo rápido!
Run for your life! Wow. Oh boy. Oh, it's gonna get dusty over here.
Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Some moments are impossible to predict, but once they happen, they can completely change the way we see the world. Of all the incredible scenes you've just witnessed, which moment impressed you the most? Leave a comment below and share your thoughts with us. The journey of discovery is far from over. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you can be among the first to witness the extraordinary moments still to come.